beginners in fashion field will do this. Since you have 14 centimeters as dart, they will divide it into the following way, okay, on the following step, like this way. They, in the front line, they will divide like 2 on the right and 2 on the left of this dart, okay. And then on the side line, they will put 2 centimeter and 2 centimeter. On the back line dart, they will put 2 centimeter and 2 centimeter. Mid back, they will take 2 centimeter. In total, they have taken 17 centimeters, okay. Well, I won't say this is wrong, okay, but it's not the best, okay. You can still do this way, but it's not the best. It's not like when you do the following step, okay. I will show you here, okay. Say, for me, if it comes to me or MoJo's method, where you have to use your logic, that means the big dart should go to this one, the 4 centimeter at the side, okay. That means it will come here 2 centimeters, here 1 centimeter, here 1 centimeter, and this one will come this way and meet here. This one will come here this way and meet with this one. So when you look at the customer, it's obviously it's exactly like what you see here. It will be, she will be like this in the front, okay. It will be this tight and then wide, okay. So 4 centimeter here and 4 centimeter here. The second important dart is the back dart, where I have to put 1 centimeter here and 1 centimeter here and 2 centimeters. So in total for the back, don't worry about mid back here. Why? Because no zipper will reach to the level of knee, okay. Since no zipper will reach the knee, you can add darts at the mid back, okay. There will be no issue whatsoever, okay. So this is how it comes. So for the back darts value is very much, it's 4 centimeter too. So 1 centimeter here and 1 centimeter here, okay, like that, and 2 centimeters here, okay, this way. So it will be taken, you will take around 8 centimeter just from the back. 2, 1, 1, and 4. Only from the back you will take around 8 centimeters, okay. Okay, the last one will be the front. And since we said that front is not supposed to be so big, or it's fine if it's not so big, if the design needs a big dart, like the customer stands like this and has a buffy, basically in this case they don't do the seam mermaid skirt. They will do the skirt until here and then attach it with a cloche or a circular skirt, okay. But if the designs need a volume in the front, that means you have to take darts in here, okay. But just worth mentioning, okay. So here you will take only 1 centimeter and 1 centimeter in the front. I hope that makes sense for you. There is no right or wrong in distributing the darts value. You can divide them the way you want. Just understand this. Whatever modification you want it to be seen on the front, so just make sure to modify it on the sideline darts, okay. Whatever modification you want it to be seen from the side view, you have to work on the darts, the front darts and the back darts, okay. I hope that makes sense. Okay, I will show you here a much deeper look, okay, this way. Okay, see here what I've done. I also followed the curvature of the body. The body comes this way, curvy inside curve, like a concave, then convex, okay, until here, the under hip, and then again from the under hip it goes convex again to the knee level. You can choose whatever knee level you prefer, okay, either the high knee level or the true or the below. You can place these points of the darts width on any line of these three, okay. But I always like to place it on the upper one. Why? If you ask me, for example, if I just want to make a regular mermaid skirt, I will place it here. Why? First of all, the knee starts from here, from this area. So, and from this area forward, you will make the skirt wider, okay? So the knee will have some room to move, you know? It will be much easier for the customer to walk, okay, in this level of the mermaid, okay? If you make these down, that means you trap the knee inside the tighter area of the skirt, okay? That means the narrowest skirt area, this one, okay, will be below the knee. That means the knee got locked inside the smallest area, so it won't be that easy in movement, okay? Second, it will still show some definition of the skirt. I mean, if you start it from here, it will make the customer look like whatever you will see from the skirt design. It's like long piece of fabric and then a small with like a small flare of the skirt, okay? But if you make it on this one, it will be almost same in ratios, you know? So it always depends on the design. Just, you know, just to keep that in mind when you draft. You just tell exactly where you want it to be, okay, and how you want it to look like. At the side dart, I just got, and as you can, when you work on the side darts, always imagine the customer standing front view, okay? So whatever you see on the front view, it's like small narrow waist, and it will get larger until the big hip, and then goes down all the way down, okay? This one, the measurement of the previous or the current measurement that we have taken, but if the dart was 4 centimeters, that means there will be a dart here and a dart here, okay? So that means you have to go down from here till here, okay? If you use this one, just 1 second, let me show you. If you use this one, okay? If you use this one in the level of under hip, see, we placed already a dart here, so the dart will be here, okay? 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter. So, but that one was an example. It was not the real measurement we had, okay? I just placed this one as an example in case you have a wider dart width, okay? But if you have it already in your size, so that means you have a dart here. If you have it like that, so your lines should go from here, 0 on the big hip, and then go to the under hip dart, and then go to the knee darts, okay? I hope that makes sense. Okay, now we have to make the flare downward, okay? What's the length of the flare? The length of the flare is the distance between where you decided to put the dart. Like you wanted to put the dart on the high knee, here, okay? And then, so you have to measure from here to here, okay? This is the flare length. You can make it longer. Absolutely, you can make it longer. But I'm talking about the basic mermaid skirt. Okay, so this line here. Okay, so if you want to make the flare, of course you have to go wider. Let's go here. Let me show you. This is the actual true length that you have to make. If you make a flare and you want to open extra, okay, so you will draw a line that goes wide, okay, just to make the flare wider, okay? If you make this line reach the same floor length, okay, from the point here to the floor, you will notice that this one is longer than this one. The wider it goes, the longer it becomes than the actual measurement. So what you have to do is to calculate this length. For example, let's say this is 10 centimeters. So you have to go from here and measure 10 centimeters and mark. So like so, okay? Instead of just going like that, you have to go back at the same width and make this line equal to this line, okay? Don't make this line equal to this. Make this equal to this, okay? And then go square. If you don't go square, guys, what would happen? For example, if you go this way, That means when you stitch the opposite side, it will be the same, and there will be a point here. But we don't want this point, we want it straight. So what you have to do is to square the first centimeter maybe, or half a centimeter, and then curve it. Okay, so when you attach the second part, the second part will be squared, so it won't be pointy. Okay, no points down, no points up, it will be smooth. Okay, now if you look at the skirt pattern, you will find 4 panels. One panel, this is the first panel. Second panel, which is this one. Third panel, which is this one. And fourth panel, this last fourth panel. In total, for the full skirt, there will be 8 panels, 4 on each side. Okay, you can see also the one that I mentioned earlier. Okay, you can go to my book and read about it. Okay, this line is the mid front. Basically, mid front doesn't have, is always on the fold. Okay, you can make it unfold. That means there will be a seam line in the middle of the skirt. Okay, like a seam line. I will show you here. See here, there is a seam line here sewn in the middle. This is not really appealing when it shows, but it's nice to keep it on fold, this line. Okay, so you cut this part on fold, and you will end up with 1 seam here and 1 seam on the side. 1 panel, 2 panel, 3 panel, and 4th panel. Okay, 4 panels in total. So what you have to do here is to decide how big you want the flare to be. This is subjected to you, to your design, to whatever you want, but I won't recommend you to put less than 10 to 15 centimeters. Trust me, I first started with 10 centimeter. It didn't give me that big flare. I didn't feel that I'm wearing a mermaid skirt. It was like it wasn't really that puffy down there. Okay, so start by 10 to 15 centimeter away. Okay, so from this line, move 15 centimeter and connect this dart legs to this piece. So see, you can see the place here, the panel. This whole panel comes in here. This leg of the dart will go to this panel, so you will start from this point, you will go out. Make sure that this line, okay, equal to this line, okay, that comes from here. Okay, and then square for 1 centimeter maybe, or 15.5 centimeter, and then draw. Okay, from this one, go from this line, the red line, go 15 centimeter out. This is for the first panel. This one will be on fold. This is the second panel, guys. As you can see here, this is the second panel. Okay, from these 2 points, this point, if you go downward, and this point here, you go down forward, you will have a point here, like a line. Okay, in this line you can move 15 centimeter and 15 centimeter, square. Make sure that these 2 lines are equal to these 2 lines. Okay, the one that we draw here. Okay, you can manipulate it the way you want. Okay, you can change the flare the way you want. Okay, it's not like a rule of thumb. Just play with it. Okay, just the main thing to mention, worth mention, if you go from here 15 centimeter, go from here 15 centimeter. If you draw a line, that means no matter how wide the line is, even if you go, for example, 40 centimeter, this line should stay exactly the same like this line, the length of the line. Okay, this line should be equal to this line. Okay, so as you can see here, the final result of the second panel is like this. Okay, here comes the third panel, the back panel. Also, I did the same. I drew the lines, I went out 15 centimeters, and I made sure that this line is equal to this line, and the end result comes like this. So you have to trace this line again, this panel, sorry, and make sure that you have them. because see, they will get across each other. Okay, so what you have to do later on, just to take a piece of paper, the transparent paper, and place it on top and trace each panel alone. Okay, the first panel, the second panel, the third panel. Okay, last but not least, as you can see, also I did the same as I did before on the fourth panel, and this is the finished result. As you can see here, this line equal to this line, I went out 15 centimeters and I went out 15 centimeters. Okay, now the second part, where you have to make a mermaid skirt with tail. You will do exactly like we did previous, but we will just change the length of the tail. So the first panel will be this much, this length. Okay, 15 centimeters, the same length you did like the first panel. This is the length from here to here. Okay, so same, this is the first panel, this length here is equal to this length here. And since this line will be sewn to the second panel, this line, because as you can see here, each panel, let me just show you here in this previous one, each panel has two lines, one here and one here. Okay, so this one will be sewn to the previous one, which is this line. Okay, this line will be sewn with this line together. So you can't make one line longer than the other. How would you sew that? So if this one has a length, this one should measure the same length. Okay, because eventually you have to sew both of them together. Okay, so for the first panel, since this one is this length, so the other panel, the first leg of the other panel should measure the same. Look here now on the second panel. The first leg of the second panel measures exactly like the legs of the first panel length. Okay, the first panel leg measures the same like the first leg of the second panel. Okay, but the second leg of the second panel, I made it longer. Okay, so I connected this one this way. I made sure this is a square line. I make this one longer than this one. Okay, I went also outside 15 centimeters. Okay, so this line should be sewn with this line. So obviously this line should measure like this one here. Okay, two lines that will be sewn together should have the same measurement. So this line, the first leg of the third panel, should measure like the second leg of the second panel. Okay, and I made the second leg of the third panel much more longer even than the second one. Okay, and as I always told you, square, square, square. Okay, you need to square. Okay, no matter how long you will make it, it depends on the style, on the design. It doesn't matter how wide you go out. Okay, like 10, 20, 40 centimeters, depends also on the style. Okay, there is no rule for this one. The final one here, you can see, no, just let me show you. Okay, so the final one, this leg will match of the fourth panel. The first leg of the fourth panel will be equal with this leg here. Okay, because you will be sewing this line with, you will be sewing this line with this line here. Okay, and then the fourth panel, I made the outer or the second leg even longer, and I squared it. You can do one thing. If you go out on each panel 15 centimeters, for example, you can go at the back one more than 15 centimeters. It's fine. Okay, yeah, so by that you will end up with these panels. The purple line will be sewn together, the green or the greenish yellowish line will be sewn together, the green line will be sewn together. That was it for today's video. I hope you like it and you enjoy it. Please try it. If you will have any question, please leave your question in the comment box down, and I will also, as I told you, I will leave the links for the books and for the previous videos in the description box. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you next time.